Hi. So can everybody can hear and back and all right. I judge not a lot of contests, but probably maybe half a dozen in the last half dozen years. I like to do it because it's exciting to see who's coming next. You look around, and at a certain point, if you're putting books into the world, you sort of know other authors who are published, and that's great. That's very exciting. But it's even more exciting to find out who's coming next, who people don't know about, and to feel like you might be playing a role in helping to sick them on the world. So I judge these contests, but I always do so with a lot of ambivalence, because it's, to my mind, just an anti-intuitive thing to judge pieces of art against one another. It honestly just feels wrong, or at least it feels like what I'm trying to do is, I'm not qualified. I'm just one person's sensibility is deciding, kind of who the winner is. And America is very much a who's the winner or who's keeping score. It always strikes me as not the right way to think about art. And it was especially difficult because the stories that I got 10 stories, and
9, 10, something like
9 or 10, and whoever was winnowing those down, Carla, Christine, all the rest of the crew of Philadelphia the stories were sensational. You can ask my wife, because I count on being able to discount a few of them and to kind of winnow it down to my strongest 2 or 3, and then I can have an existential crisis over which of those to choose. I like to limit, my existential options. And all the stories were fantastic. All of them were ready to be published. And I say that as somebody who edited a literary magazine and who knows pretty much when a writer is making really good decisions, when they can be trusted, and when their work deserves to be in the world. And I felt like that about all the stories, which I can honestly say I have not felt about all the contests that I've judged. Some stories where they're terrific, but they're not quite there yet. But all these stories were fantastic. And BG's story was just absolutely sensational. Language is the most precise instrument of truth that we've found. And you just know when you're reading the truth. Whatever the plot is, whatever the furniture of the story, there's something that you absolutely can't miss when you sense that somebody's deeply inside a character, and that person just becomes real in her circumstances. And BG's protagonist is like every good character in fiction, too smart for her circumstances. She's absolutely tough as nails, and she's completely heartbroken every step of the way. And even though the story didn't have a title, or at least I didn't think it had a title, I was just about ready to not choose it just for that reason, because I hate when I get untitled. It's like asking somebody to play with a doll without a head. It just doesn't make sense. Just choose a title. And then, of course, I think I queried one of you guys, because I really wanted to choose this story, just knocked me on the ass. And then it did have a wonderful title, as it turns out. I said, good, I can choose it. I'm going to choose this. My wife knows this story pretty well. At least she knows the lines that really blew me away, because I kept reading them to her, not as foreplay, something like that. But at any rate, you'll be able to hear it for yourself. It was absolutely a delight and an honor to be able to choose the story. It was one of the finest short stories that I'd ever read, and now you get to hear it, which is a great treat. Okay, BG.